Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best electric mouse traps.
Starting at number 5.
Humane mouse traps. If you aren't dealing with a large mouse infestation, maybe you just have one or two critters that have taken up residence in your home or property, and you don't like the idea of killing the rodent, then a humane catch and release trap like this one from Liwi could be the solution. Just set bait inside like peanut butter at the back of the trap so the mouse will have to fully enter the 12-inch trap to reach the treat. Once the mouse is inside the trap, it will step on the trigger that drops the door securely shut behind it, trapping the pest. Thanks to the long design of this trap, the mouse's tail won't be pinched or severed, as can happen with some shorter catch and release traps. Once you see that a mouse is inside the trap, you can take it to a safe outdoor location a considerable distance from your home and release it. No need to touch the rodent, as you can easily unlatch the door to drop the mouse out without contact. You can then rinse out the trap for reuse.
Coming at number 4.
In-outdoor safe. Discovering that mice have invaded your kitchen is not only distressing, it's also harmful to your health. Point 3. The solution is this enclosed snap trap from Owltra. The trap has a clear outer tunnel, which is hard for rodents to resist, leading to the inner snap trap, which is made of plastic and snaps shut with great force, cleanly and humanely killing the mouse immediately. It's easy to set the trap, as well. Just open the tunnel, use a swab to spread a little peanut butter or similar attractant onto the trigger pedal, press the back pedal all the way down until the trap catches, and lower the tunnel over the trap. Then set it into an area where you've seen signs of rodent activity. Often this will be droppings, but that isn't easily within reach of pets or children, although the tunnel design does make this trap safer than those with exposed triggers. Once a mouse has been dispatched, you can easily dispose of it without contact by pressing the release trigger to let the mouse drop into a trash receptacle. However, you'll still be able to see the critter, so this isn't entirely suited to the most squeamish user. The trap is easy to clean for reuse. You can also use these traps outdoors or in the garage.
At number 3.
Victor Easy Set. If you want to spend little money on traps, or just prefer old-fashioned wire snap traps, the Victor Easy Set mouse traps are the way to go. While you'll have to view the dispatched rodent caught in this trap, it does do the job effectively and humanely, if properly set. Carpenter notes that wire snap traps are often known for their affordability, but more importantly, she says, the spring-loaded metal band snaps shut when triggered, instantly killing the rodent and allowing for safe disposal of both the trap and the deceased animal. The low price makes this basically a disposable trap, although you can clean it for reuse if desired. One unusual feature of this trap that we especially like is that it's pre-baited. The trigger pedal has a cheese scent that will attract foraging mice. However, you can add a small smear of peanut butter if you want to make certain you catch the rodent. Either way, you will need to take extra care when setting this trap, as otherwise, you might get a highly painful snap on your own finger. Also, make sure the traps are placed in areas where rodents are present, but out of the reach of children and dogs. Underneath a sink, behind appliances, or inside cupboards are all good options, as are basements and attics. The trap should be positioned with the bait end against the wall for best effectiveness.
Number 2 of my list.
Victor M250S Indoor. We tested the Victor electronic mouse trap at one of our homes and found it to be one of the easiest traps to set compared with spring-loaded traps we've used in the past. No fears of accidentally snapping our fingers in a tension bar, as can easily happen with snap traps. For best results, place the set trap against a wall in an area where you've noted rodent activity. Because the trigger plate and bait cup are entirely enclosed within the trap chamber, your pets or kids won't be able to touch them, making this a much safer option than snap traps if you have curious little ones in your home. Setting the trap is a breeze. Just open the chamber and fill the bait cup. We used a tiny bit of peanut butter, close the chamber and hit the on switch. Note that you will need to supply 4 AA batteries to power the trap. When a mouse enters the chamber in search of a treat and steps on the trigger plate, it will be killed nearly instantly by a lethal electric shock, making this a nearly error-proof method of dealing with rodents. The manufacturer claims the product kills 100% of unwelcome visitors, and there is no need to deal with bait or poisons. And we appreciate that a built-in safety switch deactivates the trap when it is open.
And number 1.
Feek mousetraps. There are a lot of mousetraps out there, but in our opinion, the best is this snap trap from Feek. This trap is highly sensitive. As little as 0.4 ounces of pressure on the pedal is enough to set off the trap, and that's just around the average weight of an adult house mouse. Too many other traps require more weight to trigger the trap, which means that mice will be able to grab the bait and safely run. Some snap traps have flimsy or thin metal bars, which won't kill the mouse, but this one's thick plastic with serrated edges snaps down with tremendous force. The bait cup comes out of the trap so you can load it without making a mess. This peanut butter is always a good choice, as are tiny bits of cereal or pet food. And setting the trap itself is easily done by pressing the large back bar down firmly until the trap clicks fully open. We greatly appreciate that your fingers aren't in danger of being snapped while setting the trap. However, remember that a curious pet or child can trigger this trap, so it is important to place it in a spot out of their reach. Smith recommends placing snap traps inside cupboards, drawers, or behind the stove or refrigerator.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.